6 things that expose a liar instantly. Lies surround us every day. Some are small, some are devastating, but every lie has one thing in common: it leaves a trace. People believe deception can be hidden with charm, confidence, or clever words. But no matter how polished the act, the truth always leaks through. You see, lying is heavy. It demands constant control over words, over body, over emotions, and that control always cracks under pressure. The ability to detect lies isn't just about protecting yourself from being fooled, it's about power. It's about clarity in a world filled with manipulation. When you learn to see beyond the surface, you gain an advantage most people never have. Today, I'm going to reveal 6 things that expose a liar instantly, 6 signals that break through the mask and reveal the truth for what it is. After this, deception will never look the same to you again. The first thing that exposes a liar is inconsistency. Pay attention to their story, not just once, but every single time they tell it. The truth is steady. If you ask someone about something that really happened to them, they will tell you the same thing tomorrow, next week, or 10 years from now. Details might fade, but the foundation stays the same. A liar, on the other hand, cannot keep their story straight. Why? Because lies are fragile. Lies demand memory, and memory cracks under pressure. You'll notice little things: the timing of events shifts, small details suddenly appear or disappear, and the sequence changes without explanation. They may even contradict themselves in the same conversation. Watch carefully when a liar tells their story. Listen for those subtle mismatches. Here's the truth: deception is complicated. A lie has to be maintained, defended, and remembered, but reality doesn't work that way. Reality is effortless. Ask someone an honest question, and their answer comes naturally. Ask a liar, and you'll see hesitation. You'll hear overthinking. They'll stall, fill gaps with unnecessary details, or change the subject entirely. The power lies in your ability to notice, keep track of their story. Ask them again days later, compare what they said before to what they're saying now. If the puzzle pieces no longer fit, you've caught them. And remember this: a liar doesn't have to forget everything, they just have to forget one thing. One slip is all it takes. Inconsistency is the ultimate enemy of dishonesty. The truth repeats itself naturally. Lies collapse under their own weight. The second thing that exposes a liar is their inability to give direct answers. Ask a straight question, and watch how they respond. An honest person gives you clarity. They don't have to think hard, and they don't drown you in unnecessary detail. But a liar, they dodge, they weave. They talk around the question without ever really answering it. They'll say things like, "Well, you know how it is," or "Why would I even do that," instead of giving you what you asked for. Notice this pattern: when the truth is uncomfortable, liars hide behind deflection. You'll also hear something else: over-explaining. Instead of giving you a yes or no, they pour out a stream of words, hoping to overwhelm you with information. They think that if they talk long enough, you won't notice they never actually answered. And here's the most important part: when someone avoids an answer, push back. Repeat the question. Hold your ground. If you do this, most liars will become uneasy. Their tone will shift. Their nerves will show. The avoidance becomes louder than the lie itself. This is why interrogation works. It's not about intimidation. It's about persistence. Keep asking. Keep listening. A liar cannot handle the spotlight of direct questions. The truth can. So remember, clarity is the mark of honesty. Evasion is the fingerprint of deceit. If someone dances around your question, they're not protecting you, they're protecting themselves, and in that moment, you've already exposed them. The third giveaway of a liar is in the eyes. Forget the myths you've heard about someone looking left or looking right. That's outdated. What truly matters is the way they manage eye contact. Liars are often extreme. Some avoid eye contact altogether, as if afraid you'll see through them. Others do the opposite. They lock eyes with you in an unnatural, almost forced way. They've been told that liars look away, so they overcompensate by staring too much. Both are giveaways. Notice the difference between natural eye contact and performance. Honest eye contact is fluid. It shifts naturally. It follows the rhythm of conversation, but dishonest eye contact feels staged. Either it's absent or it's suffocating. The eyes also reveal stress. When someone lies, their pupils may dilate, their blinking patterns change, and you may notice tension around their eyelids. These aren't things they can control easily, they're micro reactions that happen under pressure. Pay attention to these subtleties. The eyes are not just the window to the soul, they're the mirror of truth. You don't need to catch someone in a full confession. You just need to watch the cracks appear in their composure. And here's the lesson. A liar is always at war with themselves. Their words say one thing, but their body leaks another. The eyes are one of the first places that betrayal shows. So if you want to expose a liar instantly, don't just listen. Look. The fourth way to expose a liar is through micro-expressions, those tiny involuntary flashes of emotion that leak across the face. You see, people can control their words, they can control their tone, but they cannot fully control their muscles at the speed of emotion. When someone lies, their real feelings surface for just a fraction of a second. A flicker of fear, a smirk of contempt, a twitch of guilt. These expressions pass so quickly that most people miss them, but once you learn to spot them, they become impossible to unsee. For example, imagine someone swearing they're not angry, but you catch a flash of clenched lips or a quick eyebrow furrow. The words say, "I'm fine." The face says, "I'm lying." That half second is the truth breaking through the mask. Liars are constantly fighting to manage their appearance. They want to appear calm, confident, and believable. But the human face betrays them. Micro-expressions are the cracks in the wall, and the more pressure they feel, the more those cracks appear. The key is observation. Don't just listen to the words, watch the face. Stay calm, stay patient, and let silence do the work. When you stop talking, they feel the need to fill the space, and that's when the leaks happen. Remember, the truth leaks out, even when people fight to hide it. The body is faster than the brain, and the face is the battlefield where lies lose. The fifth sign of a liar is the mismatch between words and emotions. Listen carefully, and you'll notice when someone's message doesn't match their delivery. For example, they might say, "I'm happy for you," but their tone is flat, their smile is forced, and their body slumps. Or they insist, "I'm not worried," while their hands tremble and their voice shakes. That gap, that disconnect is where the lie hides. Honesty is aligned. When someone speaks the truth, their words, tone, and body language work together seamlessly. But deception creates division. The words go one way, the emotions go another. Here's a powerful way to test it. Repeat their exact words back to them and watch how they react. If someone says, "I didn't take it," repeat softly, "You didn't take it," and watch their body language. A liar will often flinch, hesitate, or double down unnaturally. An honest person has nothing to fear from repetition. They simply confirm. This mismatch is most visible under pressure. When stakes are high, liars struggle to maintain emotional control. Their real feelings bleed through, no matter how hard they try to hide them. And that moment when the mask slips is your opening. Remember, the truth doesn't need perfect acting. Lies always do, and the cracks in performance will always expose the deception. The final sign is overcompensation. Liars don't just lie, they work overtime to make you believe them. They add extra words, unnecessary promises, and dramatic guarantees. They'll say, "I swear on my life, trust me, or I would never do that." Why do they do this? Because deep down, they know their story is weak. They feel the need to dress it up with intensity, passion, and too many details. But truth doesn't need that kind of support. Truth stands on its own. Overcompensation also shows up in body language. They may lean in too much, smile too wide, or gesture dramatically. It feels forced because it is forced. They're not communicating naturally, they're performing for you. The trick is to see past the performance. Instead of being swept up by their passion, step back and ask, does this make sense? Does the story hold weight without all the extras? Strip away the drama, and you'll often find there's nothing solid underneath. Remember this: liars don't trust their own words. That's why they keep adding more. The louder they insist, the weaker the truth actually is. So watch for the excess. Watch for the desperate attempt to convince. When the performance feels bigger than the story, you've already caught the lie.